High above the Delaware Avenue Methodist Episcopal Church in Buffalo, New York, we welcome you in to Queen City for a Week 7 showdown between the DC Dragons and those Queen City Corsairs. Welcome inside Buffalo, everybody. It's Chris Curtis in the broadcast booth. I'm along with everyone's favorite mustache. It is Stephen Hacker for this Week 7 showdown. Stephen, a couple of teams moving, I'd say, in opposite directions. DC trying to keep pace with Carolina and the Atlantic, and Queen City looking for their first win in 3 tries.
That's absolutely right, Chris. And that Atlantic division is really tight right now. Nobody has separated themselves from the pack yet, so a win here for the Dragons could spell success later on in the season. It could be a big win for them. And Queen City, as you said, on 3-game slide, looking for a win, and that could be big in their division as the top is still not established there either. And so if Queen City can get the ship righted and go on a win streak, they might find themselves in the playoffs as the season wears out.
DC in the baby blues and whites with those baby blue numbers. It is Queen City in the black jerseys with the white numbers, green trim. We are just about set for football from Buffalo, and we aboard the pirate ship. Good-looking quarterback matchup here as well. Trellis Blanton for the Corsairs, Shabazz Synergy Stephen for the DC Dragons. Here we go, just about ready for football. It's going to be Queen City who gets this ball first. As we get set and ready, they'll be moving left to right across your screens as we're good to go for the 9 o'clock hour. Ball is in the air. We are underway as that one is going to be returned about 3 yards deep into the end zone to the 20, to the 22. They'll mark him at the 24-yard line. And that will bring out the Queen City offense as Adrian Ellis will finish the return. Trellis Blanton, like we mentioned, Jet Zero, the main halfback combination, and Tony Zoma is there as well. Doug Spelling, Adrian Ellis, Bob Wood, your wide receivers, James Matthew Jr. and Chase Matthews, the tight ends for Queen City. They start out in the eye. Handoff to the right side, and that is a pretty quick tackle. Not much to it. 2-yard gain for the Corsairs rushing attack on first down.
Yeah, Queen City really likes to throw the ball. They find themselves trailing a lot in games, so I like the fact that they're trying to get Jet Zero involved early here to try to set the tempo.
They worked the successful run game. Maybe they can go with the throws over the top. This will be a toss play to Zero on the right. He'll spin towards the sideline, gets 2 more yards, and creates a 3rd and medium. This will at least open up the playbook for the Corsairs as they have options in front of them. Single back, 3 to the left of Blanton. Motion man. Moves Spelling from left to right across the formation. He's at the bottom of your screen. Blanton backs it up, throws over the middle. That's tipped and incomplete. In and out of the hands of James Matthew Jr., the tight end. A quick 3 and out for the Corsairs offense. They'll punt the ball away.
Blanton had time to make a throw. He had a good pocket. It was just good defensive coverage there from the Dragons, and credit to the defense getting the offense off the field here.
And that'll put DC on the field here in fairly short order. Get a chance to take a look at the DC offense, as this is a good kick. Gets all the way back out to the 31-yard line. A decent return, though, will get him to the 41. And that's good stuff for Sam Harrison, the return man on the punt. So here we go. The DC offense, led, of course, by Shabazz Synergy. Kevin Say, the main halfback, along with Chuck Steller. They'll move him in and out of different formations. Cooper Allen, Sam Harrison, or Cooper Allen's the fullback, Sam Harrison, Mike Churchill, Josh Gill, and Ronnie Shanahan, your wide receivers. And then Lauren Percoco and James Walters, the tight ends for the DC offense. They've got Lucas Walters in the tackle position along the offensive line. Twins to the right in the eye. They'll move Josh Gill from right to left across the formation. Now it's an I-Pro set. 4 on the play clock. Hand off through the right side, and that'll get 5 yards. It's good work from Chuck Steller, the first carry of the game.
And so many rushing weapons that DC has. I expect a heavy dose of rushing from the Dragons tonight as well.
Got a good one with Kevin Say, and also Chuck Steller has had pretty good steady work back there as well. In the eye. Nickel look on D for Queen City. Toss play. And taken down behind the back, behind the line of scrimmage. That is a big hit laid, and it'll be a 3rd and long coming up here.
Yeah, great gap presence, good run recognition there from the rookie DJ Kilgannon. Gets behind the line and makes a nice play in the backfield.
Linebacker with a nice play, bunch left formation on a 3rd and 7. Synergy looks, throws over the middle, and it's well overthrown. He put it right between the 2 receivers in that area. Synergy misses for 3 and out for the DC Dragons. They'll kick the ball away.
Yeah, couldn't quite find the tempo there. Looked a little out of sync and sails it over the head of the wide receiver, and just unfortunate there for DC. Couldn't get anything going. So good defense on both sides from on their opening possessions. Now Queen City going to get another opportunity.
Ellis back deep for the return. You'll have it at about the 21-yard line. Not much on the punt return. Get it to the 24, and Blanton will come out for his 2nd series in this football game. So DC not able to do much, or they split 3 and outs going forward. This 2nd drive, I think, should open things up a little bit more. I formation look. Moving Spelling across the formation again. Backs it up. Blanton to the outside. That one's caught by Jet 0. He won't have much on it. They've gained 2 yards per play every time they've had forward momentum. At the 2nd and 8 again here. So a bit of a stale start for both offenses, as the defenses have played pretty well, at least as of right now. I formation pro set. This will be out to 0 again. He'll gain a couple more yards. 3rd and 5. Another 3rd and medium for the Queen City offense. They are 0 for 1 on 3rd down, obviously, as their first one was a 3 and out. And this an opportunity to maybe get some momentum by making this 3rd down.
Yeah, and it's a favorable opportunity. It's not the toughest 3rd down situation in the world, and Queen City's got a nice offensive formation here to convert.
And Blanton has a lot of time in front of him, thrown over the middle. That one's caught. Doug Spelling has it at the 46-yard line. Actually, it's Adrian Ellis out there who grabbed that. 1st and 10 for the Corsairs.
And I like the movement from Blanton to get outside of the pocket, giving himself a little bit more time to throw. Last time stayed inside the pocket, even though it was clean, but the defense was in good position. This time, getting outside of the pocket, I think, made the defense get out of position and allowed for a 1st down conversion.
1st and 10. First time we see split backs for the Corsairs. 4-3 look on defense for DC. Blanton. Over the top, it's tipped and incomplete. Defensive ricochet as that one finds the defender's hand before it hits the ground. Chris Britton III able to knock that down.
Yeah, Britton III underneath and Say over the top, and that's a tough throw there from Blanton, really putting a lot of trust in his wide receiver.
Really like the I formation so far, has Queen City. They go I twins here. Just shy of midfield. Blanton has the football, backs it up, looks, throws on a short route over the middle. Quick little crossing pattern for Spelling. Has a 5-yard completion. 3rd and 5. Another 3rd and medium as they cross the midfield barrier.
Yeah, and I think the Corsairs are prepared for this. I think Blanton knows that this might be a little bit of the game script, and I think they're prepared for this situation.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Got to get it to the 30 or the 41 of DC for a first. Looking to throw this. Blanton getting comfortable out of the pocket. Throws across his body. That one's caught. Gorgeous ball towards the right sideline. Doug Spelling finds a seam over there towards that sideline. 1st and 10, Queen City.
And Blanton playing really composed here at home. Again, getting outside of the pocket, looking around, buying himself a couple extra seconds and letting those routes really develop, and then finds that receiver over on the sideline, having to throw all the way across the field. And Blanton's really shining here early in this ball game.
Yeah, good accuracy on that ball. Finds the only way that was going to be a completion. Everyone else pretty well covered on that play. And Spelling has it for a first down. They're inside field goal range for the first time today at the 24 of DC. Blanton backs it up. Moves back a little bit further. Thrown short. At about a 6-yard completion. Moved forward for another yard. James Matthew Jr. for the first time brings in that ball. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Matthew Jr., the leading receiver on this Corsair team, currently 3rd coming into the week in receptions in the SFL with 38.
Split back look. Handoff through the middle. That's Jet Zero getting enough for the first down. Still not quite 1st and goal. So they can still get a first down, I believe, at the 4-yard line. But either way, Queen City knocking on the door, trying to get the first points of this game. This has been a very fluid drive to this point. Blanton throws short, getting down on one knee to make that catch. Yeah, the catch is completed for a 6-yard gain. Adrian Ellis already his 2nd catch, and it's 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Corsairs doing a really good job spreading the ball around early in these offensive possessions. The 2nd and 4, I'd really like to see Jet Zero get a carry here to try to set up a nice 3rd down.
If they need the 3rd down, they got to get it to the 4 for a first. Zero's going to have a carry, but he's not going to get the nice carry that you thought he might. He gets a yard, no further than that, setting up 3rd down. And, well, Britton again, right there. Linebacker seems to be responsible for Jet Zero at this point of the game.
Now that you've shown you're willing to run, it opens up the play action, though, Curtis. We'll see if Queen City elects to go with some kind of play action here.
This is the 11th play of the drive. Blanton backs up, throws, not quite to the end zone, but it is enough for a first down. James Matthew Jr. at the 2-yard line.
And a smart play call. You get your big tight end there on a quick out route, and let your big body tight end box out the defender, and just a quick throw from Blanton, and now 1st and goal.
Forward progress has him marked at the 1. 1st and goal there. Split back look. Jet Zero is the back left of Blanton. See where they go with this. Throwing. That's over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown into the end zone. They find it, and don't look now. Queen City out in front. It's Chase Matthews.
Yeah, and a really quick throw, and finds just a quick streaking Chase Matthews over the middle. And not what we were expecting there, and I think they caught DC off guard as well. And congratulations to Chase Matthews on that touchdown. First of the season.
What a drive for the Queen City Corsairs. That was a long time, just about 4.5 minutes taken off the clock, and it was a 12-play drive to finally get it done as they get the extra point from Joe Garfield up and through. No issue. So Queen City puts that one on their back. Very good work from them. And don't look now. DC's got to try to answer.
Yeah, I think Blanton looked really sharp there. Really took control of the offense and worked with what the defense gave them. The defense did a really good job there for Queen City to get the ball in back into Blanton's hands to let him build up that momentum. Now the pressure is on Sebastian Synergy, Chris, and this DC offense to get back out there and try to put together a nice drive themselves.
We'll see how they do with that. Sam Harrison takes the touchback, and it will be to the 20-yard line. DC back out onto the field. They had a 3-and-out their first drive, similar to what Queen City did. And then all of a sudden, Queen City rattles off a 12-play touchdown drive. See if DC has similar results. This is Kevin Say in the backfield for DC. Motion man running across the formation is Josh Gill on first down. Synergy toss play to the right. That is Kevin Say, and he'll get himself a couple of yards. No further than that. And 2nd and 8 coming.
Looking through the stat lines for both these teams, though, Chris, I noticed that the tight ends for both of these teams are the leading receivers for each franchise. That's really interesting stat line, not something you see every day, having their tight end be the leading target getter.
Yeah, see if that stays the same towards the end of the season. Synergy backs it up, throws left side, and I believe that was looking for Josh Gill, but it looked like he stumbled on the way to that football. Didn't know it was coming, 3rd and long.
Queen City was able to break through, Chris, with those 3rd down conversions, and that's what helped them extend their drive, resulting in that touchdown. We'll see if DC can do it here.
Yeah, this will be a big 3rd down. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Synergy backs up with the football. Moves out of the pocket, has all day, gets tackled 2 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. He'll go back to 4th and 10, and DC will punt it again.
The Corsairs looking extremely impressive here at home, and just absolutely stepping up and crushing the quarterback there was the cornerback. That's Brandon Ewing getting in there and making a big play for the Corsairs, getting the Dragons off the field once again.
Yeah, and the punter lined up back at his own 5-yard line. This is going to create a really good field position advantage for the Corsairs. That is a pooch punt just past the midfield marker, and it will be at the 48-yard line of DC as Ellis takes it there, gets tackled, and good starting field position for the Corsairs.
This stadium is rocking right now. They're fully behind their team. And I think the Corsairs offense is right now right where they want to be. They've got a lot of confidence. They just got 7 points, and now you've got extremely good field position. They have to be salivating right now, hoping to get more points.
8 offensive plays, including 2 punts so far for DC. I formation for Queen City. Blanton is under center. He'll hand it off left side. Between the tackles they go, and that's Jet 0 with a 3-yard gain. Trying to stay on schedule. There, the Queen City Corsairs give themselves manageable 3rd downs. That's the important part, and they were able to do that successfully on their last drive. A single left formation on 2nd down seems to be on the horizon. Blitz coming, picked up well. Blanton floats one over the top, tipped and incomplete. That was a criminally underthrown ball and nearly ended up in Britton's hands.
And if you're the quarterback, you have to shake that off. But I mean, your offensive line gave you plenty of time to make the throw, and it was just great coverage. But I mean, Blanton just absolutely has to be thankful that one wasn't intercepted.
Empty look for Blanton. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. It's a 5 wide. Blanton backs it up, throws, hard one over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Another 4th down, as this one will be knocked free of its shackles, and Queen City will have to try to pin DC deep into their own territory.
I like the energy from this Dragons defense, not giving up here after giving up the touchdown. They came out again, and a good defensive stand there to give the offense the ball back.
So here we go. Punt is high. Fair catch called for at the 21, and that's where it's grabbed and received. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sidelines and start your player today by joining the Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. 1st and 10 for the Dragons, their 3rd possession of this game. They'll move to have 3 receivers on the left side of the formation. Synergy has the football. Toss play to the right for Kevin Say. He'll try to spin and gets taken down and lambasted back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8 coming.
Yeah, and Lucas Walters, the tackle, had a tough choice to make. Had two defenders that he could have blocked and went for the inside, and Say went to the outside, and it was only a 2-yard play as a result.
Nickel look on defense. Another handoff to Say. He's going to have a little bit more leg to work with here. A stiff arm, but he still is forced out of bounds. A 4-yard gain. 3rd and 4. So 3rd and, well, we'll still say medium for the DC Dragons as they try to convert on 3rd down for the first time today.
Noticing a lot of pulling there in the trenches for the Dragons, using the speed of Lucas Walters to get out there as a lead blocker for Kevin Say.
Listen to Compro Field right now. They are hopping, trying to will their team to a stop. That's through the middle, and they get the stop they want. Defense plays the game well, and that is going to be a 3 and out one more time. 3 runs for Kevin Say, and no first down.
And the defense giving this crowd a reason to cheer, a reason to stay on their feet. And, you know, a happy crowd means better concessions, means more tickets sold. And, you know, it's a great thing overall for your team. And, you know, Queen City's really been looking for a reason to cheer and to be happy. And they're showing it here early in this ball game.
That was Kappa Jones on the stop. The punt goes end over end to the 36-yard line. Good special teams coverage from DC, and Jadubi Du, the corner, able to make the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Queen City Corsairs. Back well into their own territory as they start this next drive. I formation look, just about to end this first quarter. This will likely be the last play of the first quarter in a 7-0 game. Handoff through the middle, through the right side, I should say, a little bit off tackle, and that is going to be Jet Zero going for 4 yards, and that will be the last play of this first quarter in Queen City. A 7-0 advantage here in Buffalo as the hometown Corsairs, the 4-time champs, up a touchdown on the DC Dragons. Inside the broadcast booth, Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker, along with you for this Sunday night showdown. Justin Reside and Yayo Montana on the stats for us tonight, as long as Commissioner Cameron Irvine on the buttons, making us look better than we have any right to. Split backs formation for the first play of the second quarter. Doesn't go far, but it does get a yard. 3rd and 4 in Queen City on schedule. They have a 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, and really comfortable with these 3rd and medium situations they have been in this game. And be interesting to see if they'd like to go through the air one more time, Curtis.
See if they do just that. Split backs look, they traditionally run out of this formation, but they have passed out of it once. DC looking like they're going to be sending some extra help trying to get to the quarterback. They could use the momentum breaking sack right now, could DC. They'll throw, sending 5 to the quarterback. Blanton moves out of the pocket, has all day. Finally heaves it. That one is caught. But no, it's incomplete right now, but there is a flag, and I think it's going to be defensive pass interference. It will. This one will go all the way home to the spot the ball is at. 1st and 10 for Queen City.
And Blanton with just absolutely all day to throw. And you see the defender there trying to make a play on the ball, broke off of his assignment, and came over and just got there early. You just mistime the ball getting there, and I think that was as obvious a call as you can get.
Yeah, that was very, very simple as far as that goes. That one hit the turf, but not without interference. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Blanton there in field goal range is Queen City. Blanton to the outside. Jet Zero finds a seam, works it forward, and gets 9 yards for his trouble. That is not Jet Zero. That is Tony Zoma, the converted wide receiver to halfback, and Zoma goes there, 2nd and 1. Split backs again for Queen City. Another handoff. This one for Jet Zero. He's got a first down right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a trip to the red zone for the Queen City Corsairs.
And just right now, Queen City is dominating the ball right now. They are on their 27th play of the ball game compared to DC's 12th play offensively. So it's just absolute complete ball control right now for the Corsairs.
At 0, spins out of 1, stays on his feet, gets all the way down to, or with another 2nd and 5, a 5-yard gain for 0. That's just determination from him to stay on his feet. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Just over 8 minutes left in this first half of play. Got to get it to the 11-yard line for a first down. Blanton's in the split backs again. DC looks like they're sending extra pressure again. Spelling moves to the left of the formation. Blanton, handoff, jet 0, again gets taken down right after passing the line of scrimmage. A couple of yards given, and a 3rd and 3 coming up. They still have a shot to get another first down.
Yeah, and DC with a really, really good opportunity to make a 3rd down stand. Queen City might try to run the ball here in this 3rd and short situation.
4 for 6 on 3rd down is Queen City so far in this football game. A little bit of man-to-man on defense from DC, it looks like. Oh, pressure coming, unabated to the quarterback, and he is hit hard. What a hit as Blanton hits the turf. Don't look now, but that is Jose Fuentes, the defensive end, coming in and wrecking Trellis Blanton.
Untouched, and the speed that he got there, Blanton had no time to react at all. It was just it was a set hut and getting crushed. That was an absolutely perfectly timed play by Jose Fuentes.
And that'll bring on Joe Garfield for a chance at 3. 36-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is left but good. Just inside the left upright. 10-0 lead for Queen City. They get the drive done. A couple of offensive points on drives for the Corsairs as they make it a 2-possession game.
Really want to applaud the Dragons defense there, though. That was a huge claw, fighting, staying in that, holding the Corsairs to 3 points with the way that they've been picking up momentum. I think that's a huge stop for the Dragons. Now their offense just has to find some life if they want to stay in this ball game.
A chance for Harrison, moving that out of the end zone. He'll spin at the 20 to the 23-yard line, and that's where DC will try to start the comeback trail. If you're liking the game so far, do me a favor and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. DC starts this drive in the splitbacks. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Shabazz Synergy. Trying to find some kind of offensive momentum. They'll start with a run for Kevin Say, and he will work his way through the middle for a 5-yard gain. And it's a decent play on first down. If they can get that on first down every time, they will take it. Second and 5. Another run. This time it is Kevin Say one more time. He will get nowhere on this, setting up a 3rd and 5 and another opportunity for DC or for Queen City to get the Dragons offense off of the field. DC currently 0 for 3 on 3rd downs in this ball game. They'll move Churchill from right to left across the formation. Set up twins on the left side. Throw to the outside. Got to get the first down. A shoulder charge and a first down. That is gorgeous from Kevin Say to use his forward momentum to get the first down across the chains.
That was a gritty play, but I like it for the Dragons. They got the ball into their best playmaker's hands. It was a tough situation, and get it out to your playmaker and let him make a play.
Synergy under center. Toss play for Say one more time. He'll put the shoulder down, but this time he's taken down after only a 4-yard onset. He had the open field. Good open field tackle by the Queen City linebacker.
Be interesting to see if the Dragons go with the pass here. Queen City's been bringing the blitz quite heavily, and I think maybe a play action or a quick pass here might do the Dragons really well.
This does smell like a run, though. Heavy set look, one wide out to the left, in the eye. It is a run. Kevin Say, again, trying to find a hole, and he'll use his blocker in front of him to put some forward momentum. Enough for 4 more yards and a 3rd and 1. That was actually Chuck Steller there, sorry. Either way, 3rd and 1 coming up for DC.
This is a good situation for the Dragons now. 3rd and 1, and plays right into what you want to do offensively, which is run the football.
Yep. Looks like exactly what they're going to do again here on the heavy set. They'll move Percoco out wide, the tight end. Takes her out of the blocking scheme. That is a 1st down and more for Kevin Say. He'll spin at the midfield line just across the Corsairs logo. 1st and 10 for the Dragons as they continue with their 2nd 1st down on this drive.
And looking really sharp. They got the Corsairs on that last 2nd down situation. They got them in a base look, didn't get them to blitz, and that allowed that 3rd and 1. And then on that 3rd and 1, they capitalized with a nice, run right up the middle. And Kevin Say uses that speed and gets the extra yards.
Play number 7 on this drive for DC. Handoff, quick handoff. Chuck Steller finds a hole. Sorry, that's the fullback who actually had that one. Cooper Allen, his 1st carry, 2nd and 3 in that spot. So nice gain on 1st down once more as we tick down. 3:48 left in this 1st half.
I think this offense really is fighting with that nice defensive stand, when the Corsairs had to settle for 3 points because, the Dragons are fighting really hard right now, really grinding this game out.
Ooh, Say, spin move. He's got some room on the outside. Going to get down to the 20-yard line and get taken down, I believe, at the 16. That is a 1st down for DC. Nice run from Kevin Say, who bounces off a tackle and gets down inside the red zone.
And when you have an electric back like Kevin Say, it's just a matter of time. The 11th carry of the ball game, and that one was his best rush of the game. And he's just going to get better as this game progresses. And that's what you want to do. And if you're DC, you need to get down and score the points and keep this a close game so that your best player isn't eliminated, forcing you to throw the ball. So I like what DC's doing right now. They're trusting that Kevin Say is going to get him down the field and get him the points. I'd like to see another carry for him here.
Ball's just shy of the 17. Got to get into the 7 for a 1st and goal. Synergy, their 1st red zone trip of the day. That one is going to be the fullback Cooper Allen one more time. He'll gain a yard. No further than that. Good tackle on the back end to take that one away by GB Wallace. Three minutes left. This becomes crunch time. DC does not want to go into the halftime locker room. Down 2 possessions if they can help it. Synergy looks, throws, one-handed grab at the 2-yard line. Mike Churchill comes across with a gorgeous play. It's 1st and goal.
And that was a huge reception there over the middle in traffic, and just get your team another 1st down. And this is prime field position for your team. Plenty of time to score before the half and close this gap.
DC riling up the boys, trying to get themselves in the end zone. They are at the 2-yard line, the 1-yard line. Heavy set look. It is Kevin Say to the outside. Stiff arm and touchdown. Kevin Say gets into the end zone and gets this back to a potentially 3-point game.
And just absolutely would not be denied. Alex Marshall tried to step up from the safety position to make a play, but Kevin Say has been in this position way too many times, knows what to do, throws that left arm out and drives his defender into the ground and then crosses the goal line for the 6 points.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. DC has brought it back to what could be a 3-point game after Pate has his say on this extra point. Kick is up and through. No issue there. Capping off a 11-play, 77-yard drive for the DC Dragons, and Queen City going to get the ball back in their 2-minute offense to see if they can make it a 2-possession game once again. Kick is up and gone. This will be returned. Nope, not returnable for Ellis, as it will go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ponte puts the leg through it. And I believe that actually went through the uprights on the opposite side, 1st and 10.
I think the last thing you want if you're a Corsairs a fan or on the offense of the Corsairs is a 3 and out. You need to find some way to make a nice drive here, run out some of the clock, and maybe get some points. But last thing you want is just a quick 3 and out and give the ball back to DC with plenty of time on the clock.
James Matthew Jr. moving in motion, tight end right to left. Blanton backs it up, plenty of time. Protection holding well, and Matthew Jr., I believe that was it was Jet Zero. He just never released off the block and release. That one will hit the ground harmlessly, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and it looked like he was waiting for Zero, had his eyes on Zero the whole time. And Zero, I guess, maybe a miscommunication there. It just felt like he needed to stay on for that block, but yeah, quite a bit of an awkward play there.
2nd and 10 looking. Pair slot to the right for the Corsairs. 4-3 look on defense. That's to the outside. That one will set up Zero with some nice running room. Tries to put a shoulder down. Doesn't get too far. 3rd and 5 coming up, and the clock continues to go. That might be the last play before the 2-minute warning, and it will be. So 2 minutes left in this first half. It's a 10-7 lead for Queen City over the DC Dragons. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Week number 7. At the conclusion of this week, we'll be halfway home in this regular season. High formation look for Queen City. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Blanton. Backs it up, 5-step drop. Tries to move out of the pocket. Throws short, got a catch, 1st down and more. Out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. This one for James Matthew Jr., the leading receiver.
And Queen City is just looking so good. They look so prepared. Their play calling structure 1-2-3 is looking really nice, and they're 5 of 8 now on 3rd down in this game. They just keep getting in these positive game scripts, these positive game flows, and they look really confident moving down the field.
3 to the left, 1 in the backfield. That is Jet Zero out there. They'll go his direction. Plenty of room towards the outside with the sideline stiff arm. Real nice from Zero. That stiff arm was gorgeous. 2nd and 3 coming up after a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, I think Alex Marshall had a word with Jet Zero on the sideline saying, hey, go get him back. Go get me one back. And Jet Zero returns the favor there for his boy Alex Marshall.
Clock stops as well. Minute 31, 91 seconds left in this first half. Here's a split back. 4-3 look on defense from DC. They send 4. Zero trying to use his blocker for momentum, but there's not a lot to that. They will gain a yard. No further than that. Another tackle for Chris Britton. It's the 4th tackle of the game for Britton the 3rd. 3rd and 2, 10-7. Handoff. That's through the middle. 1st down and more, trying to get past the midfield marker, and a timeout taken by Queen City, their first of the half.
Man, I'm thinking in my mind, do I dial up a shot down the field, or do I stay patient? If it's me, I kind of want to go aggressive. So I like this formation from the Corsairs.
Does look like they are bound to try to find something downfield if they can. It's a nickel look on defense. Adrian Ellis goes left to right across the formation. Blanton, quick throw to the outside, sets up a quick screen for Jet Zero. He'll have himself forward for a few, get himself 8 yards as he stumbles over the tackle. Queen City calls their 2nd timeout of the half. 1 left, and they are not quite in field goal range yet.
And they used that 2nd timeout a little too quickly for my taste. You had a nice quick play called right there. I don't see why you don't just try to stick with the hurry up and maybe call it again, see what happens.
Got to get to the 41 for a first. Spelling will join Adrian Ellis on the right side of the formation. Blanton backs it up, throws over the right side. That one is caught. Real good route. Crossing pattern run for James Matthew Jr. They'll call their final timeout, and they're in field goal range.
And man, that motion really overloaded the defense. Had the 2 wide receivers up there to the top of the screen. And not only that, then you send James Matthew Jr., who's a mismatch. So Matthew Jr. was lined up with the linebacker there, middle linebacker most likely. And then on that quick route, that's just a mismatch all day. That was an easy pitch and catch.
Good work from the Queen City offense to take advantage of the mismatch. Blanton over the right side again. That one is caught. First down out to the 21. Still plenty of time for Queen City. No reason to panic just yet. 37 seconds to go. Blanton backs up, throws over the middle. That one's caught as well. Down to the 4-yard line. It's first and goal. That one is James Matthew. No, that one's Spelling on the catch. First and goal for Blanton. Backs it up. Looks, throws, end zone, he's got it. 3 plays and a touchdown. It's Adrian Ellis, and Queen City gets it back to a 2-possession game.
Blanton has just looked phenomenal in this first half. Just absolutely taking control of this offense, getting them to 16 points, 17 points pending the extra point, and it's just looked really sharp here at home in this ball game. And Queen City needing a win to kind of keep their hopes in this season alive. And man, they have come out on point here in this ball game, Curtis.
How about close to 80% completion percentage for Trellis Blanton and company for the Corsairs, 17 of 22. That's pretty fantastic from the Queen City offense and about as efficient as you like. 11 plays, 80 yards, taking just less than 2 minutes off the clock, and DC only has 25 seconds to do something here. And the Corsairs, who started with the ball at the start of the game, will kick it away. So that's a big touchdown to get before they have to give the ball back at the start of the second half.
Yeah, the special teams coordinator has to be telling the coverage unit, no missed tackles, no missed gaps, perfect coverage there by the Corsairs. You don't want to give up a special teams kick return whenever you've given your team a nice healthy lead before the half.
Big open field tackle on that return right at the 23. If he misses that tackle, he's got another 5 yards at least. So a great coverage play there, as it'll be a synergy with Kevin Say in the backfield at their own 23 to start this drive off. This should be nothing more than probably a couple of run plays to get us to the locker room. We'll see how aggressive they want to play it. 7 on the play clock. Toss play, right side. Kevin Say probably does better to move that to the outside, but instead he tries to cut it back in. 2nd and 9 coming up. And that'll be the last play, I believe, unless they try to get something off. 3 seconds is under center. Not going to be enough time. Though they do call it. Say is going to have a run. So he'll get 7 more just to pat the stats a little bit. I can't believe they got that play off, as that will be the end of the first half. It is a 17-7 game. Queen City out in front looking for their second win in season 21. Stephen Acker, let's talk to you about what you saw during this first half. Queen City off to a dominant start over the DC Dragons.
Yeah, they are looking really sharp here, and they needed a win in their division. Currently in last place in their division, and doesn't mean a streak of wins can't get them back in contention, or maybe even sneak them into the playoffs somehow. But thinking about on the other side of things, the Atlantic, it's that division's up for grabs, but not one team in that division has looked really sharp or crisp week in and week out. So I think this is it kind of speaks to what's going on in the Atlantic right now. You're looking at DC. I think most people looking at this game feeling like DC is going to come in here and handle business, but Queen City said absolutely not. They came, they did their homework, and they looked really sharp. They put together an almost perfect first half of football, and I think they need to come out and try to replicate that in the second half. And if they can get anywhere close to it, they've got this game in the bag. I mean, they looked unbelievable The only thing I thought that Queen City could have done better in the first half is run the football, and they did a pretty okay job of that.
Yeah, Queen City did indeed. This is not your traditional Queen City Corsairs team that's been the way it's been over the last couple of seasons. This is a much more competitive, much more versatile team. Let's head back to SFL HQ for a halftime update on the other game going on.
Thank you, Curtis. Sioux Falls in Arizona tonight. This has been the week of the upset. Ashley Jackson is going to be picked off one-handed by Jason Strongbow. She started 1 of 5 with 2 picks, but Sioux Falls has only turned it into field goals. 9-0 in the second quarter. Back to you guys in Queen City.
Well, field goal is better than nothing, but you got to start turning them into touchdowns if you can. Sparrows failed to do so. Arizona still very much in that game. We'll keep you updated. This will be a handoff through the left side. That is Chuck Steller, who got the carry, but he could not go anywhere with it. DC in a bit of trouble on that first down play.
Yeah, I think the Dragons are going to have to maybe get a little uncomfortable and start looking to throw the ball around a little bit here and rely on the arm of Sebas Synergy a little bit.
And this will be Synergy trying a small, shallow cross and makes a decent second down as Lauren Percoco has her first catch. 3rd and 4 coming. Got to get it to the 30 for a first.
And I think the offensive coordinator is seeing some of the same things that I'm seeing. And I think now, with this 3rd and 4, I think again you want to rely on number 7 to make a play for your offense.
2 to the left, including the tight end. Synergy in trouble. Now throws right side. That one's incomplete. Well-timed hit by the safety. What a hit that was at the very end from G.B. Wallace. The strong safety timed that perfectly on Churchill.
And that was perfectly executed on both sides. The only thing that didn't happen was the reception. And the wide receiver, you saw his reaction on the replay, very upset that he couldn't come away with that reception. But, again, Queen City just showing that they're prepared right in the right spot at the right time.
This will be a punt end over end. Give Queen City, again, decent field position at their own 41-yard line is where they'll start this out. Now available free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K 23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Retroid, the official console of the SFL. 1st and 10 for Queen City. Their first drive of the second half. Handoff Jet 0. Going to break 1, but not break 2. That's not much, but it is something. And it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, DC needs to find a way to have another play similar to that. They need to keep this to short yardage, 1 to 2 yards, and they need to try to get Queen City in a 3rd and long situation to try to improve their odds of getting them off the field.
That was Declan O'Rourke on the stop previously. This will be another run for Jet 0. He'll break 2 tackles, 1 on a bit of an awkward spin, and 2 on a shuffle past him. 3rd and 4 as it'll be a 5-yard gain there.
And so now it's a tough test for the Dragons defense. 3rd and 7 would be much better. Queen City has shown that they can convert these 3rd and mediums, but we'll see if DC has learned their lessons in this ballgame.
Blanton backs up. That one's tipped at the line, and it will hit the ground harmlessly. It went off a defensive line mate there for DC. 3rd down goes waning. 4th down coming up. DC able to get their defense off the field.
Looked like that was 54. Declan O'Rourke coming up in there to make that play there, Curtis. And again, just showing that they're trying to learn. Queen City is trying to go over the middle there, and Declan O'Rourke had his eyes on the quarterback. And once saw that Plant was getting rid of it, he jumped up, knocked it down. Great defensive awareness.
And that'll be returnable for Harrison. Queen City 6 for 9 in the first half, 0 for 1 so far in the second half on 3rd down. Now DC gets their second crack at the football in this half. They're not doing so hot on 3rd down either. At least, they're not doing so hot anyway. 2 for 6 in that category so far. See if they can pick it up. Just over 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker along with you on the broadcast booth, bringing you through this one. The penultimate game of the night. There's one more game going on, as that is 2nd and 7. Sioux Falls in Arizona going on the other channel on YouTube. And then, of course, the Monday Night Spectacular tomorrow night that's happening in San Diego. That's going to be a good one, September 11th. Something to definitely tune in for, as there will be some festivities brought on by the Mavericks. 2nd and 7. Through the middle, not much to that one for Say. Gets a couple of yards. Another 3rd and medium coming up for DC, and another defensive test for Queen City.
All right, if I'm the receiver coach, I've got extra stickum on the gloves of my receivers. I've given them a pep talk. You guys can catch anything. The ball is a feather. All of that good stuff, because it's a 3rd and 5. You need your receivers to make a play.
Synergy in trouble, and he's taken down immediately. The sack is perfectly timed, and Queen City going to get off the field. Claudius Periwinkle, the linebacker, comes up to make the play.
They should give him an extra sack just for having such a cool name. Claudius Periwinkle III and another untouched sack there. Both of these teams getting home on these blitzes and disrupting drives.
4th and 9, and DC going to punt for the 2nd time in 3 minutes and 10 seconds of game time. This kick is up and gone. Adrian Ellis back at the opponent's 47 to receive the kick, and he'll get all the way down to 41. Good punt return there to keep possession and get a little bit deeper in, just outside of field goal range already. Last time they started this deep in the opponent's territory, DC was able to stop them and force them to punt. See if Queen City can actually get some points out of it this time. 1st and 10. Blanton backs it up. Throw right side. Caught. 1st down to the 30-yard line. That is Ellis's 3rd catch of the game.
Yeah, and that was man coverage there on the outside, and just that quick turnaround by Ellis was enough to create a little bit of separation, and it was just a nice timed route, and gets some good yards there for the Corsairs.
Check that 4th catch of the game for Ellis on 4 targets. 1st and 10, 16 for 22 is Blanton to this point. Good stuff from him. And has a QBR sitting over 130 right now. 3 to the right, 2 to the left, 5 wide. Blanton moves out of the pocket. Pressure coming from his rear. That's tipped and nearly intercepted. That touched 2 different Dragons on the way through, but it will hit the ground harmlessly. Nothing doing, as Daryl Bullock nearly brought that one in.
Yeah, I think Blanton, all he heard was, look out, as that pressure coming from behind almost led to that interception. Lucky that one wasn't a sack or an interception.
4-3 look on defense, 2nd and 10. They do well to try to shorten up this 3rd down if it gets to that point. Ellis is going to move in motion, right to left. Blanton, quick drop back. Now rolls out of the pocket. Time, throws across his body on a screen, but nothing doing, as that one will be Ellis on the catch, but a great tackle at the line of scrimmage by Bullock again, making it a 3rd and long.
You can see that some of these plays are based off that, they trust that Jet Zero is going to get him some positive yards when he gets that 1st down carry. But that 2nd down throw, only getting, a couple or basically nothing, it's now setting up a really tough 3rd and 10.
Blanton on 3rd down. Over the middle, it is off the hands of the receiver, and that will be 4th down. Matthew Jr. with the drop, and the Corsairs ought to pin the Dragons deep if they can.
Queen City actually got the look that they wanted to the target that they wanted, but just better defense by the Dragons. And again, now when they got the Corsairs in that 3rd and long situation, they successfully get them off the field. I think that's going to be a key for the Dragons later.
They're actually in field goal range for a 46-yarder from Garfield is up and through. I thought they were out of field goal range. I was clearly wrong. Garfield puts it through, and it is 3 more points for the Corsairs. They have a 13-point lead on the DC Dragons.
DC's got to find a way to get some points on the board here, get something going offensively. They've been really stagnant. I think, it's been nice with Kevin Say, but they've gone to the well a little bit too much. They got to get some of their receivers going. Up to this point, only Mike Churchill and Lauren Prococo have receptions from the receivers, and you got to change that here in the second half. You got to spread the love around, try to get a little more creative with your offense to try to find something else that's going to work for you.
They've only probably got an average per attempt of like 7 yards or less, talking about or 6 yards or less, talking about DC. They have not thrown the ball particularly far. Everything's been short to the flats on screens. So getting it downfield is going to be a priority. Rushing game is not setting that up very well at this point. 1st and 10 for DC. See if they can get something going as they move people in the formation, trying to open up some alleyways. I formation. 4-3 look. There's a toss play. Getting it to the outside is Chuck Steller. He's going to have some room on the outside. First down and more. A spin to cut it back in, and it'll be a first down. Plenty upfield to the 38-yard line as a first down coming for DC.
And there you go. There's your little spark, and you need to find a way to kind of build off of that. If you can find a way to string together now maybe a nice little 4-yard run, and then follow that up with a nice completion, now you're looking at a 3rd and short or even a first down after 2 plays, and that's what you're looking to do offensively. You try to build off of those chunk plays that you just got there.
Just over 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. 2 to the left. DC trying to find some roads, and that first down play was a nice start. Hand off again, this time for Kevin Say. He'll get himself 3. 2nd and 7 as they slow things down a little bit, trying to lure Queen City down with the linebackers, maybe go over the top.
I think for the Dragons, this kind of plays right into their hands, right where you see, they want to throw about 6 to 7 yards down the field, and this plays right into that strength for the Dragons.
Another heavy set look, could be a run, probably should be a run from here, and it is. Kevin Say again has some room to go, trying to break past and through. He will be short of the first down, 3rd in inches as they stop him just before, and it's a chance for Queen City to get off the field one more time.
You got 2 stud running backs, 3rd and inches. This is where they collect their paycheck. Give them the ball.
That is Chuck Steller as the deep back, 3rd and inches. DC trying to, it's Kevin Say, sorry. Either way, he's got the first down right through the hole. 1st and 10, that's only their 3rd conversion on 3rd down of the night, and it could not come at a bigger time.
Going to keep the drive alive right near midfield. And now your quarterback has to take control of the game here for your offense. Another first down, and the clock is ticking away for your offense.
Strong eye pro look and a handoff for Say, and he's taken down in the open field behind this blocker. Couldn't get anywhere with it, only 2 yards on the run. Ed Haynes, the corner, coming up and making that stop.
DC doing a really good job grinding away at the Corsairs defense.
They're doing what they can. This is their longest sustained drive of the second half so far. Toss play. Kevin Say again. Breaks past 1. Going to have a first down. Breaks past 2 and steps out of bounds. 1st and 10. Clock stops. 3:12 left in this 3rd quarter.
And these running backs just continuing to make really nice plays on the edge. Good late block, good block there by Lauren Percoco to help get Say the edge. And once he got there to the sideline, got a couple extra yards before he got pushed out of bounds.
Just shy of 100 yards so far for Kevin Say. That his 21st attempt of the evening. Chuck Steller's had a few as well. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Another 4-3 look on defense. I'm expecting a run here, so is Queen City, it looks like. And a big tackle in the backfield is going to put him down. 2nd and 10. No gain as Joseph Sabolka, the defensive tackle, comes up to make the hit.
Maybe one run too many. I wonder if DC is going to change their tempo here and look to go through the air.
They could. They got the receivers on the field to go for that if they want. Nope, it'll be instead the fullback. That's Cooper Allen again with a nice run up the middle. He's got 8, make it 3rd and 2.
Going to be a lot of chewed up grass in this ball game as they're just continuing to just plow the ball on the ground. Another 3rd and 2. We'll see how the Dragons elect to attack it this time.
Queen City expecting a pass here. The defensive line is moving to the outside. It'll be a run instead. That's a problem for Say. He does not read the play well enough. He was going to go bound behind the line of scrimmage. 4th and 5 coming, and a chance for a field goal, I believe, for DC.
And that was Todd Rigsby who had came up into the box and made a great read on the run and stopped that play for nothing. Just absolutely a great play.
That is a left hash kick from Paute as he puts it through from 48 yards. So 10 plays and 48 yards on the drive. Ends in 3 points for the DC Dragons, now only down 10 as that one sails through the uprights.
And I think the players, there in the blue and whites can look up at the scoreboard now and, not necessarily comfortable, but have a feeling of we're still in this, with just one good defensive drive, one good defensive stop, and something electric on offense, and we're right back in this thing. And so it's still anybody's game, and DC just needs to find a way to slow down Blanton. As they need to get him off the field on those 3rd down conversions. They need to find a way to get Queen City in that 3rd and long, because those 3rd and mediums, they're just dominating in those situations.
Tony Zoma on the return. I mean, DC, you called it. I mean, they're at this point. I think they got to be looking for a turnover, though. That's their biggest thing. Is if they can get a takeaway, that changes the whole momentum of this game. But Queen City's done a very good job of taking care of the football. Both teams have really no turnovers yet in this game. 1st and 10 as Queen City has it at their own 24.
It starts with those 1st down carries right here. If they can get this to a 1 or 2 yard gain, that's a good start. See, 4 yards isn't going to cut it. Now Queen City's ahead of the sticks, and they're able to be a little bit more selective with their play calling. If they want to go conservative here and they run and only get 2 yards, well, now it's 3rd and 4, and they know they can convert that. If they want to try to throw the ball, well, now it's 3rd and 6, and that's still risky, but you can still convert that.
2nd and 6, and they will run it one more time. That's plenty of room for Jet Zero. He's going to get to the outside. Going to try to beat the linebacker, and he cannot do it. 1st and 10 as he does get to the sidelines. Queen City moving the ball.
Have you seen the hashtag, let Tom cook? Is, again, this Queen City offense looking revitalized, looking really sharp here in this game. They look prepared coming out, and I know it's a great feeling as a coach whenever your game plan comes together in a ball game like this one.
19 carries, 83 yards for Jet Zero. 1st and 10 for Queen City. They'll move Ellis in motion again to the top of your screen. Clock ticking away in this 3rd quarter. Hand off to the right side. Jet Zero gets past the first tackler and then gets taken down just past the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 after only 1 yard. But Queen City essentially winning here. They feel just fine chewing some clock and getting the yardage where they can get it.
Yeah, DC needs to find a way to have no gain on this play or an incompletion or something. That 3rd and long will really help them out.
And that 1st down play was good defensively. Now they got to do it again and try to take
There
Zero down, and they do to a point. 3rd and 6. Not a guarantee that Queen City makes this play happen. 3rd and 6 coming up. DC can get out the field.
It might go to the end of the quarter there, but a pretty generous spot too as well. But pretty tough 3rd and 6 here for the Corsairs.
3rd quarter done. It is a 20-10 score line. It's the SFL on YouTube presented by APM Music. We'll pause for station ID and be back from Buffalo. The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Back inside Compro Field, Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker, along with Justin Reside, Yayo Montana on stats, and Cameron Irvine on the producer role as we bring you the last block of games for the nightcap on this Sunday evening.
Look at that formation from the Corsairs.
They're going to move it to the outside, and he's going to run. Blanton with the first down on the slide, and it's a new set of downs for Queen City. Clutch play there. DC's coverage was good enough, but Blanton's legs too powerful.
How about that? How about that? Blanton, again, not only doing it with his arm, this time going to do it with his legs. And I mean, that's exactly what you wanted from the Dragons. You get him in that third and 6. It's a long third down situation. And you had great coverage, and you feel like you're going to get the Corsairs off the field. And Blanton says, nope, I'm going to still pick this game up. He's absolutely taken over right now.
Blanton, time, throws over the top. It's caught. That is an accurate ball from Trellis Blanton. Put that over the head of Adrian Ellis, who puts his paws up and brings that one down. First down. This is disgusting. The accuracy on that football.
Yeah, and the trust in the receiver. You know, the receiver knows that he's going to get hit whenever he catches the ball, but the trust for the quarterback to put it in there in that spot, and for the receiver to hang on to it, that's just a great connection, great chemistry displayed here tonight.
Willis Blanton looked really good so far. 10-point game, Jet 0 with the run. He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That is a positive play for the defense. Another good one. DC trying to make things difficult. If they can hold Queen City to 3 points here, I think that's a definite something to build on for the DC Dragon. Blanton out of the eye. Moves back a little bit further, floats one. Adrian Ellis steps out of bounds. Couldn't quite turn it upfield. Gains a yard. No more than that, 3rd and long coming.
Yeah, Ellis's hard work in this game has really garnered him a lot of favor in terms of target volume, as Blanton just cannot seem to look anywhere else. But Ellis is paying off dividends, doing really nice, giving a nice return on investment for the target load.
Here comes a 5-wide set for Queen City. Blanton over the middle. That one's a great ball. Found the target. Doug Spelling. First time we called his name in a bit. First down and 10 inside the red zone.
And a great receiver like Doug Spelling is not going to let you go too long without calling his name. Runs a nice little crossing pattern, goes underneath the defense, and gets that separation and a nice target window there for the quarterback.
1st and 10 for the Corsairs. They can still get a first down at the 1. Blanton, time in the pocket. He's going to run through the middle. He gets tackled, and the collective coaching staff on the Queen City sideline holding their breath. He gets taken down after a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, and I think, the coaching staff hates it, but the team loves it. They love that when the quarterback is gutsy like that and is willing to go take a hit, try to get the extra yards, and fighting to go get the win for his team.
2nd and 3. Handoff, 0 through the middle, breaks through 1, but he's got enough for the first on forward progress. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for Jet 0.
And this Queen City crowd has been on their feet, Curtis, from the jump. I mean, from the very start of quarter 1, I don't think anybody has sat down in this stadium, and it's just been an electric atmosphere all game long.
See if they can cap it off. Finish the drive, get a 17-point spread. Goal line defense set up for DC. Blanton, football, 0. Football, he hurdles into the end zone for a touchdown. A trust fall with the football in his hands, and the Corsairs get 6 points.
And really starting to take control now late in this game, as the Dragons are continuing to stick with their 3-headed monster on the ground and not really trying to throw the ball. So if they're not going to try to pick up the tempo here, Queen City has done quite a bit in terms of point gap to give themselves a pretty secure lead here. So really now the pressure is on DC to come out and let number 7 loose, let him throw the ball around and try to move the ball down the field through the air. Otherwise, Queen City's got this thing pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, at this point, they don't really have any other options. They have to unleash the best energy on this next drive. They have to let him do his job and get the ball downfield. There hasn't been really a whole lot of attempts past 10 yards for DC in this football game.
And I think that's okay when your game script is going in a positive fashion. Much like how Queen City's is, that they're not attacking much down, past 10, 15 yards down the field. But the difference is is their running game is getting them there to where they're
Yeah.
in those third down situations where their 5 and 6 yard passes are working out perfectly. Versus on the other side for DC, when they're trying to get their 7 yard passes in, they're ended up incomplete, and so the game script's not working out as well for them. So you can be successful with it, but DC needs to have maybe another little wrinkle in their offense, because it seems like Queen City came really prepared for what DC's putting down tonight.
6.2 yards per attempt for Trellis Blanton, 4.7 for Shabazz Synergy so far in this football game. 27-10, Queen City has the lead. DC has the ball. See what they do. This will be a Kevin Say toss play. He's got some room to the outside. Going to try to work it towards the sideline and eventually steps out of bounds to avoid the hit. And it's 1st and 10 for DC. Nice run on first down.
Yeah, and good to stop the clock there for the Dragons. And he's, an electric playmaker. It's just, the scoreboard's kind of getting away from him. So I wonder how many times you can do that. So nice big chunk play there for the Dragons. That's definitely going to help them out. But you can't rely fully on that now as the clock begins to tick again on you.
Say with 117 so far on the ground right now in a losing effort. Got to get points, and they need to do it fairly quickly. Another toss play for Say. This time will be quite a bit less successful than the previous attempt. It'll be a 2-yard gain for the DC halfback. Just over 6 minutes left. 2nd and 8. Got to get to the 39 of Queen City for the first. Another handoff for Kevin Say. He's absolutely bounced backward, but he does get a couple of yards on the play. Another big hit by the Queen City linebacking core brings him to the ground. Another 3rd and 6 for DC. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. This looks like it should be a throw. Quarters defense look for the Corsairs. Looking to throw it. Synergy over the middle. Handed grab. That's your Retroid Nice Hands catch of the game for Mike Churchill. It's first down.
And they needed that one so bad. 3 of 9 on third downs in this ball game. And then Churchill with that absolute gem of a reception. That was left-handed, Curtis. But a gem of a reception there to move the chains for the Dragons. Just when they needed it the most.
Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K 23. 1st and 10 DC. Needed that desperately. Kevin Say to the outside. Spins past 1. Has the sideline to the 10. To the 5. Pylon touchdown. That it gets DC in the end zone. And they cut the lead to 2 possessions.
It's amazing what a third down conversion can do for your offense. Just 1 third down conversion will get you a big play from Kevin Say, as 2 electric plays from him. That's all you need. You just need to find a way to keep him on the field, give him a chance to spring those large plays to get you those explosive touchdown plays like that one there. And DC can find themselves in this ballgame.
Yeah, they're not out of this just yet. A little over 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. They are going to have to make a pretty stellar comeback, no pun intended. Hotze going to add the extra point. It is through the uprights just to the left of that right upright. It is a 10-point game, and they are outside. They're not going to onside kick this, so they will try to put it long and get the stop. All 3 timeouts still belonging with DC.
Their defense has shown that they can make the stop. And another point that I want to kind of highlight before we get DC on defense is it's good to see that the Dragons offense does have that passing aggressiveness built into their playbook there. So they do have that capability to go pass aggressive if they need to. So we'll keep an eye on that now as we're under 5 minutes in this remaining in this game.
Adrian Ellis gets it out to the 26, and now Blanton, his job is to basically hand it off. Jet Zero is going to be the main beneficiary of the football, at least for the next 3 plays. We'll see if they get past that first down marker and have him on for more. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. I would not expect Blanton to throw here. This should be a spot for them to choose some clock. They will throw instead. Make me look like a complete dunce. Over the middle, and that one's incomplete. 2nd and 10, clock stops as Matthew Jr. has not had a great night.
maybe a little too confident, and I think the offensive coordinator might be letting Blanton go a little bit here, saying, "Okay, you've looked good so far in this game. If you want to throw the ball, let's throw the ball." Maybe they're going to learn their lesson though and try to keep the ball on the ground here and give it to number 40.
Yeah, telling the youngster to go win this game, I guess. Essentially, 2nd and 10. Motion man is Ellis. Setting up an I-Pro. Blanton, 5-step drop, thrown over the middle, and it's picked off! Oh, it's back the other way and taken down at the 18-yard line. Declan O'Rourke puts DC in the captain's seat. 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
That was a clutch play from the veteran linebacker jumping in front of it. And, again, we alluded to it, the offensive coordinator maybe saying, hey, Blanton, this is your game. Go win it. It's on your arm here. This is your game to lose. And maybe a little bit of a risky throw there now in DC going to start in the SFL red zone here, Curtis. It's just prime position. You couldn't be asked to be in a better spot.
From the 18-yard line, DC only 10 points away. And they're essentially knocking on the door to make this a one-possession game. Toss play. Kevin Say breaks past 1. He's going to try to get to the outside. Breaks past 2. Has a 1st down. Spins back inside and gets it to 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Clock continues to roll. 4:37 to go.
18 yards. That's one electric play away from the end zone. And Kevin Say almost got it there on the first carry. And again, that's just DC couldn't be in a better position despite how this game has gone up to this point.
From the 4-yard line. Handoff. Say is taken down immediately. That handoff had barely taken place, and Kevin Say had barely tucked the ball when that one was broken up. 2nd and goal coming with the clock continuing to run.
Alex Marshall remembering that stiff arm, this time delivering a blow on his end and says, no, sir, I can deliver a strike myself. Great stop there in the backfield.
2 to the left. Synergy looks, throws, puts in Say's hands, trying to get to the pylon, and instead he will get rushed out of bounds, but the clock does stop. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. The 2-yard line.
The only thing you don't want to happen for the Dragons is a turnover. You really can't lose in this situation. A field goal is the worst case scenario for your team here. You just got to protect the football.
This looks like a run. A nice way to protect the football is to run this here as long as it stays protected. Toss play, left side, Say, he didn't break the tackle. 4th and goal, decision time here for the DC Dragons.
And a huge goal line tackle from Chad Stinson. That's not an easy task to bring down Kevin Say on a carry like that, but up to the task, brings him down, and now, we're going to go for it here, Curtis.
Gutsy call. It is Kevin Say. Not going to happen. He's taken down. DC turns it over on downs. Queen City has it at their own 2. Chuck Steller, actually.
Yeah, Steller stuffed on that carry, and the crowd reacting to that tackle was amazing. And DC just cannot catch a break here in this game. That was a perfect situation for them. 18 yards to go, and you go for it on a 4th down and end up short. I know that's just a huge gut check moment now for the Dragons. Have to absolutely be feeling like, what else could we have done?
Well, at this point, DC needs to come up with another turnover or get Queen City off the field in a hurry. In his own end zone, Blanton is under center. In the split back. This looks like a run. It is. Jet 0 has some room, gets them out of their own end zone. 1st and 10, and not moving on the field is Jet 0. Now he's moving, but he is in a lot of pain.
Zero got a healthy load here tonight. That was his 26th touch of the evening, so quite a bit of volume. Was able to get up, but was assisted walking off the field. Curtis, I don't suspect we'll see him back out for the remainder of the evening.
No, we shouldn't, which would put the onus on Tony Zoma, the halfback, to finish out this game in a spot where he will have to chew a significant number of carries. This is Zoma through the middle, and he will get himself a couple of yards, 3rd and 3, and this is a 3rd down stop that DC, in my opinion, has to have a shot in this football game.
Yeah, stop here and you can still get favorable field position, but the clock is totally against you right now, and Queen City is not going to show any urgency trying to get the snap off. Again, breaking huddle with about 18 seconds getting to the line now. They're going to try to use as much time as they can.
3rd and 3. Queen City got to get it to the 11. Handoff. It is through the middle, and it's a 1st down and more. How about that run? Perfectly done. And putting the finishing touches on that. How about a run through the middle for the backup to give them potentially this football game?
And I guess it's just a difference in preparedness, DC's a top-notch organization, but in terms of execution tonight, Queen City has taken the win here, and they just have executed there, and that was a perfect example. Got a helmet on a helmet. You had your backup running back in, and you're able to convert and still do what you want to do offensively. It's been a great show here from the Queen City side of things.
Yeah, the Corsairs have dominated most of the night. This game was in question just a couple of minutes ago in this 4th quarter, but the questions have been more or less answered as Zoma gets taken down, but the clock continues to go. 2 minutes, and the 2-minute warning is upon us. 120 seconds left to the end of this football game. It's a 10-point game. Queen City looking to wrap things up here in Buffalo. Blanton in the split backs, more running coming. Handoff through the middle, plenty of room to find some more holes, and that is a good spot to be. First time out taken by DC. Second down coming. 1 first down is going to be all that the Queen City Corsairs need to put this game away. Blanton, draw play to the outside. It is Tony Zoma putting this game potentially away for the Queen City Corsairs. One last trip to SFL HQ. Cameron Irvine on the other side.
Thank you, Curtis. Arizona getting things going a little bit better in the second half. They are on the move again, and Justin Williams is back in the end zone. 21-12 when you're done in Buffalo. Back to you guys.
Under center. Another handoff through the middle. Jet Zero officially done for the evening at this point. Tony Zoma, as we mentioned, going to carry things the rest of the way. Final timeout called by DC, and it is the victory formation for the Queen City Corsairs. They're going to move to 2-3 on this season, a win they desperately had to have to give themselves any hope in that North Division. On the other side, DC moving down to 3-3. That coupled with the Carolina win means they are a game back in the Atlantic, and that puts it to 3rd and 6 as Zoma stopped there. Steven, tough sledding in this game for DC.
Yeah, I see the elements of their game plan. I think I see what they want to do, and I think that some of it boils down to execution for them tonight. I think I would like to see a little bit more of aggressive play calling. Something to kind of stretch the field a little bit whenever you get the defense to commit to your running game. But maybe that just wasn't in the game flow, wasn't in the script. Again, a little bit of poor execution from the Dragons tonight, and not trying to take anything away from Queen City's side of the ball. Just not quite what I was expecting from DC tonight.
No, I would tend to agree with that as well, as they have a 3rd down run that goes absolutely nowhere. and a 4th down coming. So they will have to punt this away. Not that it matters too much. DC is going to get this ball back, it looks like, as the kneel down there's just too much time left to end the game.
Oh, here's something we didn't talk about all game, Curtis. The returner from DC, Sam Harrison, he is actually 2nd in the SFL in punt return yards right now, and 3rd in punt return yards average with 8. So he's the 3rd in the SFL net. Not going to increase it there, but pretty good returner in the SFL is Sam Harrison.
Yeah, and Queen City's done a good job on coverage against him so far, or through this football game, and really, I mean, there's been a couple of punts that Queen City's gotten rid of the football. DC's had good field position in the other way as well, and DC just hasn't been able to take advantage with a decent returner back there. So 17 seconds left. We'll see Synergy under center one more time before the game is done. Looking to throw it. Stat pad over the middle. That one's caught. Plenty of room down the left side, and stopped there is Josh Gill at the 30-yard line. And with 6 seconds left, I'm not even sure they'll get this play off. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and they will spike it with 2 seconds left.
Curtis, I know you know that feeling of how frustrating that is in your locker room. Just like, why weren't we doing this earlier?
Next week looks like a big week for Queen City. They go to Canton, and then DC hosting Baltimore in Week 8 matchups. Synergy puts one up over the top. This one is incomplete. It'll hit the hands of the Queen City defender, and that will end things here in Buffalo. Queen City coming out with a 10-point victory over the DC Dragons. This is a big win for Queen City, who, everyone was celebrating a couple weeks ago when they got their first win in so many games. Now they have their second win on this, or halfway through this season. And at this point, things looking much more positive in Buffalo than they've seen from their Corsairs in quite a long time. 27-17, your final score, Steven, as we touch base on as to what this game looks like from a final score perspective.
Yeah, I really thought, again, it was the 3rd down conversions for the Corsairs that really told the story. While they were getting through this game, they had a positive game flow, getting 0 involved on 1st and 2nd down, using those, 3.5 yards per carry average to their advantage. They would getting into 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. And Blanton was consistently converting those 3rd downs. And when you're able to keep your offense on the field like that, move down the field, matriculate down the field, and get into the end zone, get those points, it's going to be a good day for your team.
Yeah, very good work. DC ran the ball 37 times in this game in a losing effort. They may be something to take into the game plan for subsequent weeks to see if they can balance that out a little bit better, as Queen City was able to contain that for the most part in this football game and still come out with the win. So 27-17 from Buffalo, as one more game that is yet to get started this week. That is the game tomorrow night in San Diego. The Monday Night Spectacular is on its way to the Bay Area for the 9/11 game. We will see you guys tomorrow night for the MNS following this week in the SFL. For Stephen Hacker, I'm Chris Curtis. Goodbye and good night from Buffalo.